I'm cold. I'm freezing.
Why are you cold?
Because
Please hang up and try again.
Now, I'm not saying that we look like tourists or anything like that. You know.
I may or may not have an Emirates blanket wrapped around me.
Beautiful day in Belgium today, day 4 for us in the country, and it is a cracker. It's probably about 7 or 8 degrees above zero, which is about 14 degrees above where it was only 2 or 3 days ago. So we're going to have a look around Bruges, or Bruges as it's known in the different dialects and languages.
Today's swimming weather, really.
Oh yeah, still got gloves on.
Freezing. I have fingerless gloves. Amateur. My hands are in my pockets all day.
This place is something else.
You can feel the history in every step of the cobblestone, every brick. It's incredible. When you think about how much you can actually fit into one day in a city around the world, it's very affordable, really. You know, like it's getting there, and it's getting a place to sleep. But when you're in the city, you have all the choices in the world of the way that you spend your time and your money. And I got to know that food and travel was really important to me. And yeah, you can do the same as well. Hello! Say hello!
The only way to end the day in Belgium is with chips. They do them so well here.
And vegan mayonnaise. Smakelijk.
Smakelijk.
Just going on our morning walk. It's our first one since we got here.
I'll tell you what's most surprising to me.
That I'm dressed like a penguin?
Yeah. These people riding their bikes to work. I mean, I love cycling, but
Not that
you're not
much.
going to get me riding to work every day at 3 degrees and below. It was snowing the other day, and there were people just riding along and leaving tracks in the snow. We saw a bunch of people didn't even have gloves on. They're just off to work. Normal day. That's the way it rolls.
It's freezing.
So I'm driving this car for 3 days before I realise this damn horn just doesn't work. And then I find out that it's this little button here. Stupid hire car! My uncle and auntie picked us up today and are taking us to Ghent to show us around. It's a gorgeous city to walk around with its beautiful waterways, pedestrian and bike-friendly streets, and as per many Belgian cities, it has surprises around every bend. I was just speaking with my uncle and he said there's a castle just around this corner. And he said it's not real pretty though, it's just for protection. We come around the corner and I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty. Uncle Johan's a fantastic tour guide and we were shown all around the city. He told us some of the history of Ghent and explained things like why the castle was built the way it was. We're so grateful to them.
Such masterful pieces of work, pieces of art, buildings.
Now that we've bought our motorhome, we've got 2 weeks before we can pick it up. We'd love to spend that time in Belgium, but the fact of the matter is, as Australians, we can only spend 3 months every 6 months in what's called the Schengen zone. This means if we want to be inside the zone through summer, we need to be out of it now.
It's 4:30 in the morning. Grandma's sleeping. We're off to Romania. I don't know what to expect.
Bucharest? I thought we were going to Budapest.
Bucharest, capital of Romania.
Walking around this nice city.
Bucharest.
It shows its age. It's got a nice character, but I must say I don't feel incredibly safe.
That's probably because of me quoting at every moment out of the movie Taken, the Romanian gang in Paris, and I haven't been able to get it out of my head since I got here. So I'm pretty sure that my energy has morphed into your creation as well.
I don't know, it just seems like it's got that Russian feel about it.
Yeah, nobody really smiles. I just got a smile back for the first time from a young mum pushing a pram, and we saw an incident occur, so we had commonality. But I think, 28 years ago this was a communist society, and we're living directly across the road from the old communist headquarters. And it just doesn't feel like a happy place. It feels really sad, and the people seem sad. I don't know the language. I just said hello, thank you and goodbye for the first time, and actually I got a smile out of the guy in the shop as well, so that was cool. But yeah, it just has an overall somber kind of mood about it. Don't think we'll be coming back in a hurry.
No, it's not so appealing. Everything just looks very, very old. It's dated.
Which is fine. It's just the vibe is low as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but when you say it's fine that it's old, yeah, I mean, look at Paris, look at Rome, but this is old and not
I know what you're saying. Yeah, but the communism.
Of course.
The communism. That's 28 years they've been free, I'll say. So not much happens in 28 years of history, really, does it? We have more history in Australia in terms of freedom and creation and business, so could just be it.
Very true. I figured it out. I think it's that I'm waiting for that corner to go around and have that aha moment where you just go, wow, this is what it's all about. I just haven't had it yet. What you doing, hun?
Research. Seeing where we can go in this old city.
Looks much more inviting today, doesn't it?
Yeah, with the sun out. Yeah. It's strange, I know nothing about this country. Nothing about it, so we're here to learn.
Wow. Am I the only ones in here? This place is amazing.
Okay, I've had my moment.
I think you found your happy place in Bucharest.
Wow, it's like singing in the shower. Wow. It's incredible. I'd love to see some live music here. I was losing my sense of soul here. I couldn't figure out what the people do here, what they live for, because everything is so old. And I can't imagine if I was raising a family here where I would take them, what I would do. And everything needs repair. Everything needs attention. And like, look at the sidewalk right here on the side of the everything is in need of some kind of repair by comparison to where we live. And I felt like I was losing my soul because I couldn't figure out what I'm supposed to do here. And then we walked through the newer part of town and had a coffee, and it was beautiful coffee. The barista was amazing, and we saw some beautiful people sitting in the cafe, and they were smiling, and it just showed me light, and it showed me the heart of the city for the first time. I've been here in a few days, and I haven't ventured too far from my room. I've been too afraid, and yeah, it just goes to show Hollywood goes a long way to give impressions of certain places that you haven't even been before. So stay tuned, we'll share some more delights from this beautiful city.
Another day, and the weather has turned overnight. The winds have come from the northeast, from Siberia, and apparently it's just going to stay like this and get worse for the next few days. That is the coldest we've felt. I was wearing a t-shirt yesterday.
It's cold and the ground is slippery.
The cold snap pretty much put the anchors on us exploring anything outside comfortably, so we just hung out in some really cool bookshops and cafes for the day instead.
What's the weather like in Bucharest?
Some bad weather coming up today, down to -4 degrees.
And snow. It's so awesome. It's our last day here, and we're going to make the most of it. go to the beautiful bookstore and library we went to yesterday and have awesome vegan hot chocolate and suck the Wi-Fi to finish off some stuff we're working on. So.
Dee's just got a phone call back from Australia. Her best friend Pia is at the Ed Sheeran concert right now. She's phone called in and bopping out to the Ed Sheeran concert. We'll just let Dee bop out for a bit while I tell you about this place. This is the Cardaresti Carousel bookstore Dee mentioned. It's in the old town, and if you're in Bucharest, is definitely worth dropping in on. It's 4 stories high and is full of heaps of cool stuff worth checking out. There's a cafe on the top floor that does good food and amazing hot chocolates, and it's warm, and it has free Wi-Fi. It was the perfect place to chill out while the white stuff fell outside. Nice!
On our final night in Bucharest, everything came together so perfectly. I met 2 beautiful Romanian women who I connected with on Instagram. They later messaged me and said, "Always remember that we look a little more distant than we actually are. We are really happy when someone is curious about our country. We're just not used to meeting so many people interested to know our culture." She also said, "Yes, it's a cultural thing. We're educated not to talk to strangers, or that somehow every person has a hidden interest when they approach you. That's the reason people seem so distant. But in reality, they all need and want that kind of interaction that we had in the bar, a spontaneous one. And they're really helpful if you need information and help." We left Romania with a heart full of love and gratitude.
It's all getting very real now. Just turned into the street. We're going to pick up Romy!
Romy!
Our brand new motorhome is ready to go.
Signing the paper, huh?
Yeah. It's all done.
Woohoo!
We own it.
Yeah. Up to Europe. Bye. Nice trip.
Very much.
Hey!
Fish hook.
It's a piece of timber.
Husk of a walnut and a wombat. Bye-bye. There you go. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's hilarious. Go to the wine bar, she said. It'll be fun, she said. We'll have less than 3 hours sleep in the end.
It was worth it.
I just took about 30 seconds of video with the lens cap on.
B-roll. Bit of darkness.
Yeah. It gets dark here early.